Charlotte is about a magical comet called Charlotte that grants teenagers magic powers, but usually it's just one fairly shitty magic power, and it goes away when they turn into adults, but organizations still try to capture these teenagers to study their magical powers or just to kill them or whatever. Although none of them matter because basically none of these organizations are actually important. All the while, we are focusing on a main character who starts off as just a complete scumbag, and then at the end, he is still slightly a scumbag, but he's actually a pretty decent person, all while he is trying to protect his little sister because the powers tend to run in families, and there's a pretty good chance she has magic powers. He ends up getting drafted into this organization that's goals are to find kids with magic powers and then bring them into the school and protect them from their magic powers and from the organizations that want to capture them because of their magic powers. Now, there really isn't too much to talk about in Charlotte because it has a sort of semi-episodic structure, but does work towards a greater narrative. But the greater narrative is like so sloppily executed that like it might as well just be completely episodic. Like, the greatest downfall of Charlotte isn't a cast of unlikable characters, although it has a cast of unlikable characters. The greatest downfall of Charlotte is it is so wildly tonally inconsistent. Like, not just between individual episodes, but sometimes in episodes themselves, it's just wild tone swings the entire time. Sometimes it's dark and gritty. Sometimes it tries to be an upbeat comedy. It doesn't know what it wants to be, is the big issue. Charlotte doesn't know what it's trying to say or what it's trying to do or what type of show it's trying to be. And this is really exemplified in episode 6 when a pretty important character dies the fuck out of nowhere. And then that problem, I don't care about spoiling this, gets solved with time travel, which is an ability that exists in the show for like 2 episodes before it gets removed from the show, just so you can make sure that nothing gets solved with time travel ever again. And then the solution to all of their problems is just so outrageously stupid that it defies belief. Like, and it's also worth noting that the solution to the kids with magic powers is arguably something that could theoretically have been possible in an earlier part of the show. But the decision that that is the solution they're going with comes specifically in just the final episode. So we have a show that doesn't really set up anything properly while giving you these massive sets of tonal whiplash with characters that I don't want to say I hate or dislike, but I don't think I ever ended up coming to actually like any of them. So we've got sort of lackluster characters and the story is confused. I didn't find it confusing, but it is a confused story that just, it doesn't know what it wants to be and it never quite found its footing. Twitch and Discord in the description. I've been Sacrobolic, your Envoy of Hope. Bye-bye.